welcome back to the channel. We are sitting out in the hills of Missouri in the Mark Twain National Forest. We're not in the Manistee National Forest like usual. If you watch our videos, we go there a lot because it's close. We are on the biggest trip, overlanding camping trip we've ever been on. We, like so many people, we have Monday and Tuesday off, and we took the rest of that week and the following. So we're on a 2-week adventure. We found this dispersed spot, and we're out here all alone. It's nice. And found this site on Overlander, which I've looked at a lot, but I've never actually found a spot and went to it. This is the first time, and that was really handy. So we're not familiar with this area at all. We just knew this was looking at the map where we're heading to, where our next stop is. Tonight's just a layover point for us. So we needed a spot to camp. So I got on Overlander, kind of started looking at the general area of the Mark Twain National Forest, and then started zeroing in kind of in our path. It took us a little out of our path. If we would have stayed on the expressway straight to our next destination. I keep saying next destination because I'm not going to tell you. This is going to be such a long road trip with a lot packed in and a lot of exciting places. So this is going to very likely probably have to be a multi-video series. But it's going to be a lot of exciting places. Did I say that already?
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked. Yeah. I'm pretty stoked. You're just going to have to watch the videos and follow along to find out where all these places are that we're going to go to. Some of them are going to be pretty epic. Some of them are going to mean a lot to us. I don't know how exciting they'll be for you. Maybe. I mean, they should make for a good video. But so tonight, like I said, tonight's just a layover night in the Mark Twain National Forest, Overlander. We found this spot. Nobody around. Nice, quiet campsite. Other
than the rolling thunder.
Rolling thunder. We are kind of concerned about the storm that may be coming. It says 25% chance of a severe thunderstorm. So 25%, that's good odds.
Right.
However,
it's not
25% of light rain coming.
No, we drove through some nice stuff. So,
yeah, coming through. I've got a coworker, Keith. Keith, if you're watching my video, as you usually do, I may not ever come to your town again because I was seriously afraid that our trailer was going to get blown over on the expressway. We came through south of St. Louis, from the south end of St. Louis for quite a ways out of there. Dark clouds, heavy winds, rain, swirling winds. We were watching debris go across the highway and then come back. So swirling winds, heavy winds pushing the Jeep. The rooftop trailer is a little top heavy, I think, because the tent's so high. And then you add side winds to it on the expressway. I was watching my mirror, not watching traffic. I was looking at my mirror at my trailer. So we came through some pretty severe storm, probably what looked like. I don't know how bad it got up there after we passed through it. But it was a little concerning. We ate dinner. Like I said, we drove all day. We got up at 8 o'clock this morning. We packed everything yesterday. She worked till noon. I worked full day, and then throughout the week, because this is our biggest trip, we've been kind of working on things throughout the whole week preparing for this trip, and had almost everything loaded last night. So we got to camp, quickly set everything up. She cooked. We ate egg roll in a bowl, one of our go-tos while we're camping. It's so good. So we got some dinner, and just gonna chill around the fire tonight, or camp, no fire.
No fire.
Relax for a bit, get some sleep. Because first thing tomorrow morning, like I said, this is just a layover. So first thing tomorrow morning, we're heading farther south toward our next destination, So hopefully you'll follow along, because I think it's going to get pretty exciting. So pretty cool spots. Cool. With some pretty cool people.
Always.
Always. Good times. So yeah, stick around. You'll see. It's going to be fun. Good morning. It's Sunday morning in the Mark Twain National Forest. Today's pretty much a travel day for us. We'll probably find some things along the way because our next trip is only 6 or 7 hours, and we woke up earlier than normal, just I don't know, excitement maybe. But so we've got plenty of time today, but we didn't want to make a big breakfast and make a mess of the disc and everything and have to clean up. So we're using the Camp Chef jet stove, the Striker, and we're gonna just heat up water and do coffee, and we're gonna make instant oatmeal. Just get a quick breakfast, pack things up, and get on the road. We'll be opening it up again tonight, so it'll get dried out. It's a pretty good campsite. For being dispersed and not knowing what we're getting into, and for not being familiar here, we're pretty happy with this site for a one-night layover place. Probably isn't somewhere I'd want to come out here and camp for a week. I don't think there's much to do right here other than there's a hiking trail. But for our use, for a layover night, and we're all alone. We have not seen anybody or heard anybody since we've been out here, even though there's a hiking trailhead right there. But so yeah, we're gonna grab some coffee and breakfast and start packing up. Got all packed up, obviously. We're on the road. Just on our way up here, I think it's probably only like a half hour from here. We came through the little town of Bismarck. Not Arkansas. We're
still in Missouri.
Bismarck, Missouri, and it looks like it's a small town, but then there's a section that it looked like the old part of town, and the town has grown from that. Driving through, it looks like a little old, kind of cool little town. So we're gonna drive back in there and drive back into town and just kind of check it out, see what's there, just get some pictures because it looked really cool. It looked like a train depot maybe. Again, today is travel day, so our next point is a campground. Actually, we're gonna stay in a campground and down in Arkansas, Carter Cove Recreation Area, I think it's called. So we're heading down to that. Yep, got a turtle crossing.
Again.
Not gonna run that little dude over. I think it's a box turtle. It's got, I don't know my turtles very well, but it's got very high shell. We saw one coming in, but farther out. And then anyway, wildlife. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna go in, check out Bismarck, and see what it looks like down there. We'll get some pictures, maybe a little bit of video, and then we're gonna head on down to Carter Cove Recreational Area in Arkansas and see what's down there. All right, today is Sunday, July 2nd, and we are in Bismarck, Missouri. Just a little town we're passing through, and there's a lot more to this town, but this looks like just a little section of like the historic area, the old town. So we just wanted to come back and cruise through and maybe see what's open and check things out. Just looks like a cool little old town. So I think we're gonna maybe find somewhere to park and walk just a little bit. We're not gonna spend too much time here because we got traveling to do, but got an old train station and this looks like a cool little old town. We checked out that little town. It's a cute little town, but it's Sunday, so most of the shops were closed, so we didn't really get to see much other than what you just saw driving through. But it'd be interesting to go there. I mean, there's not a lot. You're not gonna spend a lot of time there, but it'd be neat to go through the little shops on a day that they're all open. So we're gonna move on. Sunday evening. It's going on 5 o'clock local. Local being southwest Arkansas, I believe this would be considered. We drove pretty much most of today across the state of Arkansas. What felt like forever. Through some really sunny, hot areas, through a torrential downpour, back into sunny, hot areas. Most of the day it's been over 100.
Now it's 98.
Now it's only 98, cooled off. I think it peaked at like 103. So it's been pretty hot day driving. So we finally got down to Carter Cove Recreation Area. To our campsite. Turn up the windows so you can hear some better. So we got to our campsite. We got set up. It's in a campground. It's even paved. We're not dispersed tonight, but we're gonna get showers, so that'll be cool. But we are about 15 minutes from the Ouachita National Forest. We've never been there, so this is another layover night en route to our next destination. But when you're this close to the Ouachita National Forest, you gotta go check it out, right? So that's where we're heading right now. We don't have a lot of time, so we're not going to be out there long. We're going to go check out some trails and then get back to our campsite because we're going to have an early morning getting on the road to our next destination. Our next destination is only a couple hours drive in the morning, so that's going to be kind of fun to check out. But we're going to go find some trails. We'll get some video there. Well, this is the kind of luck we've been having. We leave the campground because the Ouachita National Forest is so close. We want to go out and run some trails. We're probably 10 or 15 minutes from the campground. It was nice and sunny at the campground. And now we're getting out into the Ouachita and it's washing it all. I don't know if we're going to do any trails because this is pretty nasty. It was raining so hard, as you could see, but it actually got a little worse. It was raining so hard I couldn't really see very good. So I saw a place to pull off right before a bridge. We pulled off, and it was basically a dirt trail that went down to the river. Nothing really there, but it's a good place to turn around. As hard as it was raining, we were just looking at turning around and head back to the campground. While I was down there turning around, another Jeep pulled in, and they're locals. So Darren and company, thanks for the tip. Right now we are driving down Trail 86, but Darren told us about Trail 86 here. It was on our way back toward our campground, and it's pretty much a gravel road for the first few miles, he said, but then when we get farther in, it gets more, narrows down more of a trail. So I don't, we'll see what it looks like when we get farther in, when it narrows, and to see how much we want to get into out here. We'll just run this trail, see what we find here. It's about 5:30 at night, and we're not quite a half hour, maybe a half hour from our campsite, if at the most. So we'll check out this trail a little bit tonight, and then head back. We are rolling into our first highlighted destination of this trip. We're pulling in right now to the Crater of Diamonds State Park in Arkansas, Murfreesville, Arkansas. So we're gonna try our luck, see if we can find a diamond. Like I said before, I don't think we're gonna spend a lot of time out here. It's already 86 degrees, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna get out here, scavenge around in the dirt, or however this all works, and see if we can find a diamond until her heart is content.
Get sunburned.
Huh?
Gonna get sunburned, what you gonna get?
Get some sunburn and move on. So stick around, we'll see what this is like, see if we find a diamond. So we got our bucket of dirt and stuff, and we're going over to this sifting station, I think it is. Clay clumps, so you gotta break it down some before to leave it sift. Crater of Diamonds State Park. What'd you think, hon?
Hot.
It's really hot out there. You can see that whole field's out in the sun. You can see in the background there is a roofed area, and that's water troughs where you can wet sift. So we were under there for a little while after we dug some dirt into it. You can rent equipment. We've got a bucket, a small shovel, and 2 sifting boxes. One is fine, the other's pretty coarse, about a 1/4 inch holes. The other one is small, almost like window screen, probably a little bit more coarse than that. So you dig up the dirt. You can either surface, just walk around and look for the shine. You can dry sift out in the field, out in the freaking sun, in the surface of hell. Or
Pretty much.
or you can dig up some dirt, which we did, haul it over to the wet sifting troughs and wet sift it, and then inspect it all.
In the shade.
In the shade. So it's still hot though. I don't know how hot it is. Maybe I'll let you know when we get back to the Jeep, but pretty hot. So we spent, I don't know, a couple hours, and as you would expect, we didn't find anything. So no getting rich today. So now on to Fort Worth. Well, we're gonna make a pass through DeQueen, Arkansas. One of my best friends, one of my military buddies, he's originally from DeQueen. We were stationed in Alaska together, still lives up there. Hi JP, Kathy. So we're gonna make a stop in DeQueen and just to get a photo out to send to my buddy JP, and then on to Fort Worth to see our good friends.
Great.
All right, stick with us. Hey baby, what state are